the sake of the people of the world. But there is one man here on earth who will never kneel before you.
Who is this imbecile?
This imbecile is me, Tim Enriquez, here to announce Week 9. Can you believe that we're over halfway through the season of TOL? But it's Week 9 with the Barbarians versus the Road Warriors. We're going to start this off at 30 seconds. So let's keep on rolling there. I think that'll work. All right, so I hit the wrong button. Sorry about that, Bobby, for making you do even extra work when you already do a bunch of shit. So we're looking at a couple of returners. Now the Wiffle Boy, pretty huge. Road Warriors, Duck Boy coming back from injury. Joan Osborne coming back from injury. So holy shit, the streak. I did not see what's going on with these people. But that's a lot of fucknuts coming back. We're going to assume they're pretty much at full strength. The Hannah Barbarians going up against Road Warriors. I believe both of these are heavy rush. I think they both had a bye last week. Maybe that's why so many people have recovered, although in reality the byes don't affect injury recovery, which they must. So we got Bird of Paradise giving the kickoff. Deep, look at the speed on some of those guys in the defense. That bodes well. To Dastardly, who fights hard to get out to the 10 and is brought down there. So the Rabbit will take over for the Barbarians. Barbarians obviously started with that unbelievable dominating game of Week 1. Have played reasonably well, but have not lived up to that hype. And they're 4-3, I believe. Got a lot of pressure. Does get the ball off. And, ooh, could have been tipped away. Actually, the receiver had to play DB there to knock that away. 3rd and 8 already. They're going pass. Oh, it's a dive at his feet, but it doesn't mess up the throw. And Bear is able to catch and gain a few yards after to move the chains, maintain possession, and get this drive rolling. He's got a couple of deep guys at the bottom. Oh, a shitty throw. He had his guy streaking. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. So obviously with all these runs here, excuse me, with all these passes, the Barbarians clearly not heavy rushed like I initially said. So chalk that up to another mistake. If I was getting paid for this, I would do some more prep. All right, knockdown there. So it's a 4th and 6. Out trots the punt team for the Barbarians. Gorilla, who wins in a fight? A gorilla versus a bear. Feel free to post in the comments, and then I'll tell you what the correct answer is. So, the Road Warriors come out. Wiffle Boy has been a star for multiple seasons. Big called play here. And Fred Flintstone is able to get in and get the sack. Oh, and just when you thought everybody was full strength, WB Clone is knocked out. And that's going to bring in Doom. And there is still one injury, Slothman. So they had a whole host of people that were out. We're pretty lucky to get them all back. He's got to have his man. Oh, look, you can tell this guy has not been paid at all. Oh, and he could not get to it. So that is going to be painful. Let's see what the Road Warriors do. Called play again. Knocked down. So that's an immediate 3 and out with that backup QB. So they're going to punt. Not much pressure. Decent kick. Snickers is going to fire it down. One main guy to beat off the initial habit, who does get through that first blocker. Definitely caused some disruption, although didn't make the tackle himself. So we've got motion to the near side. John Cena's going to hand off to the Rabbit. Rabbit finds a nice hole, gets behind the defense, and picks up 20 yards on that sweet little play. Now it's trips to the near side. Cena's going to fire it. Once again, we got a called play and a great defensive effort there to fight off the outside blocker and make the play at the same time. Now we're in the gun. Lots of pressure. And the Colonel of Sardia comes in and creates a long 3rd and 22. Lots of motion. Let's see if the line holds here. It does. He's got his man up top, but it's a terrible throw. I mean, we know that's a comeback, but they don't come back to the line of scrimmage on 3rd and 22. They do just get the kickoff before Gorilla gets flattened. Streak comes in, gets out to the 19. So we got 2 plays to Duck Boy, 2 plays to Wiffle Boy. Let's see what it's going to be. This one's the pitch down to the Wiffle. who gets a couple good blockers and fights hard for 11. Had a chance at a big one. Was tackled at the last minute. Here comes some motion. They're going to fake handoff to him. And he's going to do a shitty throw, and that's a pick. That is a pick. Remember that backup looks like unpaid QB. Just tossed it right to him. So now John Cena takes over. Looks like they're throwing as well. Maybe none of these teams are heavy rush. Here comes motion. This play worked well the first time they ran it. He finds a blocker. Finds several blockers. 30, 20. The rabbit is gone. Touchdown in the first strike of the day. Ricochet rabbit for the Barbarians. Trying to knock off these 5-2 Road Warriors. The kick is up. Man, there's contact with the holder, but the ball is able to maintain its vertical position despite the holder getting knocked down. And so now they kick it off. Streak is tied up immediately, is able to fight off some guys, got a chance now, drew everybody in, and gets out to the 30. So great second and even third effort there from Streak to keep going. Looked like he was destroyed at the 10. Then a pretty action-packed first quarter despite a score of 7. And that looks like it's just there. 10 yards exactamundo for the whiffle. Now we're going to have motion. Little handoff. The one linebacker stays there. They line him up and chop him. Oh, and there goes Duck Boy, and the injuries continue to pile up for the Road Warriors. Out their QB, out RB2, so the Avenger will come in to replace him. And Doom has a chance at this. Oh, and he jumped a little early. That's painful. Here comes some motion. He's got an opening. Avenger looks adequate. Does make a nice line to have a big pickup and gets down to the 11. All right, Avenger, same run. This time only picks up 3, but he's inching towards that first down and touchdown line. There he's separated by a yard. Avenger with the same play, fighting and fighting, but too many guys around, the lineman unable to hustle over there. So it's a big third down. Will they have to settle? They plunge it up to Wiffle Boy, who finds the end zone and finds the tying strike. Wiffle Boy with a big spike. Then he shoves his balls in his teammate's face and says, let's go. Paradise trots on to knock down an easy extra point, and we're looking at 7-7. Paradise, decent kick. A lot of fast guys on that defense. One reason why they're 5-2. And they're out to the 25. So now it's 4 wide for Cena. Let's see what he chooses to do. He's going to throw. Going to have, he finds the one open man, Doggy, who then makes him miss. Nice 18-yard pickup on first down. Once again, 4 wide. This time the delayed handoff. The line doesn't read it very well, but the lower DB did come up and make that play. Someone dives at his feet, forces a quick pass to the Hound, which is perfectly on target, to the 10, and brought down at the 6.5. Here comes shotgun. It's going to be a direct snap to Rabbit, who's got a pretty good angle, takes a weird angle, actually could have just run it in, but has help from his blocker on the top side, and does scooch in, and it's another TD strike. Kick through, nobody's there, and the lead is back to 7. Streak's got some speed. Look at him go, avoiding people. Finally hits the outside, gets to the 45. And Wiffle Boy with a solid run out 12-yard pickup. Now Wiffle Boy takes it to the far side, picks up 5. Now they're giving it right back to him. Got a fair amount of green here on this play. Makes somebody miss, and he's gone. The Wiffle Boy. Didn't miss on that one, baby. Big strike with the RS sweep to the near side. Certainly a lethal play. And there is some pressure. You get a feeling that a blocked extra point might be significant in a game like this. 14-14. Dastardly from the 15. Moving well. Oh, but the great open field tackle right before the 40. Plenty of time here. 139. Called play. And again, Colonel of Sardia gets in there for his second sack. Pitch to the Rabbit, who can't quite get back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 13. What's going to happen here? 4 down, 4 wide. They're passing. The line holds very nicely. He's got several dump-offs. Takes a long time to hit Doggy, and it's a great tackle there. While he did catch the ball, he's 3 yards short. And so it is punt time with a minute left. There will be no block. Let's see what Streak can do. Will have a chance to return. Fantastic kick at the 1. Good open field block. Oh, they're actually going to wish they punched it in, although it's not a huge difference, but 4 yards. They started the 24. Here comes some motion. They're doing the fake. Remember, they have the backup QB. This could easily be a pick. It's not. Offender rips it out of the defender's hands. 37 seconds left. Shotgun formation for Doom. Line holds well. Had a little throw to the Avenger, but was so slow. Linebacker able to get up there, knock it down. Called play. He's going to move it. That was a wise throw out of bounds. So now they'll trot out the punt unit. Basically, big concern here is just not to get a blocked punt. We haven't seen too much issue of that. But he comes in and gets it. Whoa. I don't know exactly who that was, but he was a badass, no doubt. I think it's the left outside linebacker. Could be wrong. I don't know. This is going to doink. Where's it going to doink? Doink's in. Doink's in for a bonus 3. Johnny Quest is there. So pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. They force the punt. They get that blocked punt. And here you go. 3-point lead, kicking off the Streak. Obviously, the Road Warriors just need to run. Their passing game is extremely limited. And they do, but it's a called play, and he's not going anywhere on that one. 2nd and 3. Excuse me, loss of 3, 2nd and 13. Same play, read pretty well by the defense, but gets a lot of good blocks. It is a nice tackle as the guy was tossed. So let's see what they do here. Are they going to swing it to the far side? They are. He's got a reasonable gain there, and he's going to pick up a solid first. So the chains move, 1st and 10. Now they're slightly inside the Barbarians' territory. Same play. They're following a good game plan. Really good, well defended there to give them only 4. Here comes the motion. How well can the outside hold? He gets clobbered right off the bat. Picks up the first once again. Now they're knocking on the red zone. Same play. They hand it off. Again, the outside linebacker gets clobbered, and it's a pretty big gain of 10.5. Now they're just inside the red zone. 1st down. Now it's the pitch to the near side. One guy there. Wiffle Boy brings it back. He's awfully fast. He's gone. Wow. Look at the speed, the jukes, the acceleration to bring it back to the middle of the field and then plunge it in. They executed perfectly. Only function of the QB there was just to hand the ball off to the running team. And that happened, and that's a 4-point lead. If the Road Warriors could pull this off with no QB, that'll be impressive. Here comes Dastardly. Got a little bit of speed. Avoiding a couple of divers and gets right out to the 20. Passing has not worked very well for the Barbarians. They need to run. Here comes a run. And Rabbit is able to run over one dude and pick up 7. 2nd and 3. 4 wide here. Maybe they're trying to get him looking. No. Oh, they don't even get a good block. They need someone to wake up, you fools. But instead, he loses all those hard-fought yards. Motion. This time, not a run. A lot of pressure. And it's an immediate quick throw. Oh, but quick draw McDraw goes down. He was hit on top and bottom. He usually pays extra for that kind of action. So you can see 3 injuries here as well. It was a great throw with pressure in his face. Thought it was going to be a sack. Oh, and then he gets tied up by Wolf. So lucky to get the first. They're still only on the 39. Here comes motion again. And once again, the defensive lineman is in there, but it's a quick dump off. Avoids the sack. That's about it. What are they going to do here? It's a run play. He only plows forward for a couple, so that'll bring out a punt team down by 4. Plenty of time. Looks like a pretty good kick. It is. Another solid kick to the 2. Let's see if they can cover it better than they did last time. They do not. In fact, it's worse. Streak is continuing to run to the 50. Got 3 chasers. And gets all the way to the 27. Basically, farther back than where they even punted. Painful, painful, painful. And once again, they continue with the smart handoffs with the shitty QB. Picks up 6. They'll certainly take that. Barbarians need a called play here. They do not get it. They do get good coverage, though, so only a yard. They need a big stop, big stop. Here comes the motion. They're just continuing to run. They read it a little bit better, and they tackle him in the backfield, 4th and 3. This brings out the field goal, which will keep it manageable. And it's low. They're not that far away. And he doinks it in. So it's a 7-point game, Bird of Paradise. He is able to clock it in from the top hash. And then a deep, deep kick to Dastardly right down the center. Couple of dudes coming in, and he does not make it to the 10. So shitty field position for the Barbarians. 3 wide here to the near side. It's the pitch. He's got 1 blocker out there. Pretty good run. Can't toss anybody, but still picks up 12. Oh, and down goes Rabbit. The injuries pile on both sides. Dastardly, the return man, will come in, and look at all those X's. You got to figure 1 more injury, and you're in massive trouble. Maybe you are already. Oh, and I think is that Sardia? Let me see. Yeah, Sardia's having himself a hell of a game. Tossing people. In comes Dastardly. 3rd and 12. What are they going to do? 15 seconds left. Here comes motion. They're going pass. He fades back. Does have some space. Got tons of time. The Hound is super wide open. He has to dive and grab it. No one's there. They'll be able to get up. 30, 20, 10. It's going to be close. And they bring him down at the 6. So a perfect throw would have been a TD strike. Having said that, it's a massive throw to get him to the 6. They try the same play. It's called. And not picked off. Lucky there, lucky there. 4 wide again. You got to wonder, should they be running? And especially with 2 shitty throws, you got to think they should. What will they do if they don't get this one? Sardia is going to force the throw, and it's knocked away at the very end. 4th and 6. They're going for it. They're thinking safety zone anyway. Shitty call. And he throws to a guy who's on his ass and not in the end zone. So here comes motion. It is a called play, and Whiffle Boy takes the knock on that. Everybody clobbered that little bastard. So they're going to have to bring in WR3 Osborne. Again, injury is a significant factor with both of these teams. Let's see what happens here. They run that same play. Osborne is slow as shit, but is able to avoid a safety. Will they try the same play? Will they fake it up the middle? They'll try the same play. Looks like he will get out. Actually hurl somebody, but then is dropped. So they will have no offense, so to speak, on those 2 plays to Osborne. They did have a blocked punt earlier. No pressure this time. But finally, the Barbarians are going to start in reasonably good field position. Take it from the 35. And, oh, shitty little return, only out to the 40. So they're down by 7. Can they tie it up? Gets a nice block. Pretty good run there. 8 yards for Dastardly. Called plays. Is able to get the ball off, so fast enough to move. But it's double covered, knocked away. Could have been picked. 3rd and 2, big play. Don't like the call, especially not when Sardia comes in and gets the sack. Now what do you do? 4th and 7. Once again, they're going to go for it. Shotgun formation. They've got to hold the line. He's got a dump off. 1 dump off. He says, fuck it, I'm going big time to Falcon. But triple covered and gets nothing. Here comes motion. You can see how slow he is, but that's not the runner here. Avenger is decent. So he picks up 4. They have barely thrown it all. They haven't need to with their good run plays. Are we giving to Avenger again? Yes, and this is the play the defense should have been calling as well. So 3rd and 10. They want to get that ball back. Double back set. They're going to try the run, probably wise. Avenger is there, and Avenger picks up the first and much more. Gets a huge block out to the 13. I was going to say, don't try the pass with that shitty QB. You get a pick. So they kept the run game rolling. Now let's see what happens. It's a shitty run up to Osborne, who should get stuffed pretty early, and does. And he's out. So Osborne goes down. I'm not sure if this really helps anybody because Osborne was terrible. So in comes WR4, Guile. Guile did look a little bit faster. A lot of pressure, not picked off, so it's 3rd and 9. Even a field goal here, though, is huge. Called play, and Wonderwind Jaina brings them down. 4th and 19. They'll trot out the field goal. Pretty easy field goal. Paradise is high, but I think she's still going to doink it in, and does. So it's a 10-point, probably insurmountable lead, given the struggles the Barbarians have had. They do get a shitty kick. Basically need an immediate score. And Dastardly doesn't help him out. Falls down. Sticking with these run plays. Gets a nice block and an immediate tackle. Sardia is there. Forces the quick throw. Who is open. Ah, if only Falcon could have kept running. Everybody had dove. God, they got to abandon the run here. It ain't working, fellas. Four wide. You got to toss it. Oh, doesn't know what the hell he's doing. So this is it. Pretty much last play. This game is over. And the Road Warriors will continue to advance. Pushed it too far. Last play of the game. Does have Hound wide open for a little point differential. Can he score? And he does. Man, where was that play 40 seconds ago? Huckleberry Hound punches it in. So not a big point differential here, but big in the win-loss column for both of these teams. Road Warriors inching closer to that playoff spot. And the Barbarians see their playoff hopes continuing to slip.